Tonight from Sam Houston, it's a District 3 5A JV volleyball match, the second meeting this year between Sam Houston and Bowie. And hello again, everyone. This mid-October evening on the campus of Sam Houston, the Bowie JV in varsity play this year with a couple of wins. Sam Houston at 1-11. The starters for the Lady Vols of Bowie, a young JV team, couple of freshmen and the rest sophomores. For head coach Misty Caraway, Amy Draper coaching the JV tonight. Misty is out of commission. Sam Houston 1-11, 7-10 overall. There's Amy Draper. She'll have a double duty stint tonight, JV and varsity. Sam Houston won the first meeting on September 21st over at Bowie, and here are the starters for the Lady Texans, 3 sophomores and the rest juniors. And Shay Anderson coaches the Sam Houston JV as the district season winding down in 3-5A. Bowie and Sam coming up next on AISD-TV. Lady Texans on the left. They'll serve first in this best-of-3 match at Sam Houston as the Lady Vols take their position on the right. And number 3, Brittany Cole, a sophomore, set to get this match underway. And the whistle, and we're just about set. JV action from Sam Houston, and the serve receive taken by Alexis Balderidge, and the first point of the match goes to Sam Houston. Cole, one of 7 sophomores, with a floater. Balderidge with a save, and that went twice off of Boatman. 2-0 Sam. Cole goes down the line and deep and sticks it in the corner away from Aaliyah Hill. And the service ace gives Sam a 3-0 early lead. That one off of Hill. Cleared by Nene Newford. And down behind Boatman, number 1. Destiny Salinas arrived at the spot, but a little late, and Amy Draper with a quick timeout. The Lady Vols down early, 4-0. So a nice start for Sam Houston. This is our second look at Sam, our first look at the Bowie JV this year. And only 3 more district games remain in 3-5A. Varsity match will follow our JV contest. Jovita Cortez on the front row for Sam with Janet Barrientos and Ashley Belcher, number 4. And here's Cole. Serve receive taken by Hill. Cleared by Newford. Off of number 5, Deja Banks. And the first point collected for Bowie. So the server for the Lady Vols, Brittany McClellan, comes on. Will probably be in the sunlight as we have a little sun that filters through the west side of the gym. And McClellan, a sophomore, number 14, serving for Bowie. It's a high floater at the net, and beyond Brittany Cole, it's 4-2. McClellan, that one handled deep by Banks. Cleared in the middle by Stubblefield, number 2, and that one carries wide. Point Sam Houston, 5-2. And number 8 serving for the first time, Janet Barrientos, a junior. Good serve, it's low, handled by McClellan from the outside. Hill clears it. The high set in the middle for Cortez. It was not touched and carried a little long. It is 5-3. Kirsten Volkman, a freshman, serving for the Lady Vols. A jump serve and a good one, as it took a low dive in front of Tony Delgado, and the ace makes it 5-4 Sam Houston. Off the top of the net. Little indecisive, Cole and Cortez. They were kind of shoulder to shoulder there. And Bowie has come back after a 4-0 deficit to tie it up. And a chance to take the lead at the net. Touched by Wilson. And it is a 6-5 Bowie lead. And probably should have let it go, as that counts. And a 2-point lead now for Bowie. Number 6, Tony Delgado comes out. Janet Barrientos checks in for Sam Houston. That serve taken by Stubblefield. The set by Salinas. From the outside, Hill. Salinas bumps it over to number 13, or number 12, Baldridge. Nice try by Boatman. And Sam gets the point. It's 7-6. And number 12, Tao Chow, a junior. And they let it go as Kiara Granville, the last to touch it for Sam Houston. 8-6. Alexis Baldridge, a sophomore, serving for Bowie. Taken on a knee by Barrientos. Very high. And in the middle, number 15, Camry Wilson gets the kill. (9-6). That sun will be with us for about another 15 minutes or so. In the net, point Bowie. 10-6. Baldridge with a nice cross-court serve. And Stubblefield lining up behind Granville and couldn't make a play on it, as the Lady Vols now open up a 5-point lead at 11-6. Resuming play with Bowie serving and leading 11-6. The high set, kind of a reverse spin by number 13, Salinas. There she is again, and pushed over by Wilson. Two-handed and down. And the lead now at 6. Baldridge to Chow. And they pass it over on the outside to Stubblefield. The element of surprise. Who's gonna make the move? Double hits off the net. Point Lady Vols, 13-6. Baldridge puts it up. And that one a little wide. Missed the line by about a half a foot. 13-7. And Ashley Belcher, a junior, serving. Hard serve taken by Baldridge. In the middle, number 15, Wilson. Back deep, that's Madison Calgren. Point Sam. 13-8. And Belcher just pushed it. $14-8 the count. And Mahalia Hill. Hill tosses it up high and didn't catch all of it. 14-9. Taraya Stubblefield, a junior, hits just enough of it. It just clipped the top of the net and went down. And the ace pulled Sam to within 4. And that one misses wide left. The difference now 3 points. Stubblefield with a low liner. Carver makes a play in front of us. Outside to number 8, Janet Barrientos. Yeah, a little more cozy for Sam now, 14-12. At the net, one-on-one. It was number 15, Wilson, battling Granville. And the Lady Vols one out to make it 15-12. Scooting all the way near the wall is Wilson as she runs up, gets a good clean serve. And the block, Boatman and Salinas. And that one just wide. 16-13. Kiara Granville serving for the first time in the match. She's a lefty. It's a hard one, taken off the fingertips. And a double hit. 16-14. Boatman makes the play from the outside. So we're getting pretty deep here in game one. And the save on the outside made by Brittany Cole as she gets it back into play. Over Cortez, there she is, guides it over, number 15 for Sam. And that will go, that will count. Nene Newford. 18-14. Destiny Salinas, freshman, probably will be the setter next year on the varsity. And they let it go wide, point Bowie. 19-14 timeout, Sam Houston. Destiny Salinas still in the sunlights at the far west end here at Sam Houston. Pushed on the outside of Cortez. And number 8 able to get it, Barrientos. She got to it and collected the point to make it a 4-point game. 19-15, and Brittany Cole, who got this match underway, serving for the second time. Oh, that one's headed towards us. It kind of lost altitude as it got closer. 19-16. Somebody stuck a pin in it. Almost misplay by Allen, Ashley Allen, number 9. Cleared at the net by Salinas. And Cortez in the middle, number 15, Jovita. And a 2-point game. See if Cole can ignite her team as they started. They ran off to a 4-0 lead. And it counts. And now a 1-point difference. Number 3, Mahalia Hill in. Cole in front of a charging Cawthorn. And the ace ties it up. It's only our second tie. Number 4 pops it over. Was it? It goes. Somebody may have made contact with the net. Deja Banks. And Bowie, Lady Vols now with a quick timeout. Sam Houston seizes the lead. So they have made up, let's see, at the most, they were down by 5. No, 6 make it. And have come back to take a 1-point lead. Brittany Cole in the serving position. Salinas makes the play on it. In the middle, Cortez. Off the knuckles of Salinas. Last attempt. It just clipped the bottom of the net. And number 15, Cortez in the middle with the put down. 21-19, Sam Houston. A little late, the collision, but it goes. Unable to get to it in the corner. 22-19. Newfora does the honors from the outside. They push it over her way again. The play deep by Stubblefield. At the net. Off the knees of Camry Wilson. 23-19, Lady Texans. Settling under it, Salinas. 2 hands it over. Outside they go to Barrientos. And unfortunately it stayed on the Lady Ball side of the net. Game points. Well, Cole serving a percentage, and the points Sam Houston has collected when she has done that is very high in this opening game. At the net, and that'll do it. Cortez ends it. And the Lady Texans win game one, 25-19. We break and back with the opening serve of game two. And game two underway. Bowie serving on the left. Getting just enough of it from the outside, Janet Barrientos. 1-0. Sam Houston, that's how game one started out. And here's Brittany Cole serving from the other side now. Two hits. Barrientos. 2-0. Or 1-1 rather. Was on Barrientos. That went straight up and popped over by Coughlin. 2-1. Bowie now. Kirsten Boatman. And she will not serve. She'll go to the front. Brittany McClellan will serve. There's Cortez. Jovita ends it 2-2. And the junior, Janet Barrientos, goes deep. Boatman had the momentum, met it just perfectly, and got the kill. 3-2 Lady Vols. And here is Boatman. David Mudgett coaches the freshman. Misty Caraway, normally here will be the JV coach, but Amy Draper coaching tonight. Carrie Kitchens is the varsity assistant. At Bowie, point Sam. 3-all. Chow, number 12, comes on. You need sunglasses if you're sitting over there. And you may see the varsity players in the background for Bowie. They've just arrived. And no touch, it was long. Point, Sam Houston 4-3. So that little sliver of sun right underneath a basketball goal is the only sunlight left now in the gym. The stands right across from us is in full sun, but it does not deter the action on the court. 5-3 Sam Houston. And Chow, number 12, a little short. Number 12, Alexis Baldridge, played off the top of the net by Belcher. In the net, couldn't tell who it was, but a net call against Bowie. 6-4. Ashley Belcher serving for the Lady Texans. In the middle, set Salinas, cleared on the outside by Baldridge. They push it over to Stubblefield. That one comes down, and that was unfortunately the last hit. 4 hits. 7-4. Sam Houston timeout. Lady Vols will step aside for just a second. With Sam Houston serving and leading 7-4. And lost her footing, may have hit the bottom of her jaw. Kiara Granville went down for Sam Houston. Now looking back up, it is 8-4. To the ball, Brittany Cole. The pass over to Stubblefield. 8-5. The feeder schools for Bowie is Barnett. And the junior highs that feed Sam Houston, Carter, Hutchison, and Workman. 8-6. Timeout taken by Sam Houston. Ferguson also feeds Bowie. And these campuses are so close to each other. Football teams, both of them share Wildman. A lot of elementary schools in the Sam Houston area. Barry, Blanton, Morton, Thornton. Crows over here, Atherton as well. 8-6. As we pick it back up with Bowie serving, number 3, Mahalia Hill. Runs up to it, nice low serve. Cole quickly over the net. There she is again, number 3, and getting the last touch was Camry Wilson. 8-7. And they let it go as it whistled by Chow, number 12. 9-7 Sam. Taraya Stubblefield, a junior. Got her rhythm and put it up and over. At the net, off the net, and down point Sam. 10-7. Lady Texans won the opening game 25-19. And here's Stubblefield. Almost got the ace. Boatman made the dig. And a lift. A lift off of Newford, number 21. 11-7. Stubblefield. Taken by Baldridge. Tip, back down, 4 hits. Point, Sam Houston, they lead by 5. Taraya bounces it about 6 or 7 times. Gets the field, clears it. Right back to Sam Houston. Nice rush to the net by Stubblefield. A double hit. Point, Bowie. 12-8. It'll be number 15, Camry Wilson, a sophomore, to serve. And that one gonna go just in the corner. It just had enough space. That wedge corner over there. And that one carries into the Sam Houston bench. That was pulled to the left. 13-9. Kiara Granville, the lefty. Got it. That almost hit the top of the net. And the ace, 14-9. It's a hard serve to make a play on. Cole almost crowded out, and the last hit by Cortez. at the net. (14-10). Destiny Salinas. And that one was off of Cortez, the Sam Houston libero. And the point, Banks, Deja Banks is the libero. 14-11, 15-11. Service error, wide right. And Brittany Cole on to serve. Plenty of time to get underneath it was Hill. In play. (15-12). In to serve for the Lady Vols, number 14, Brittany McClellan. 3 freshmen, 10 sophomores on this Bowie JV roster. And the last attempt cleared. Cortez in the middle. Off the bottom of the net. 16-12. And they'll pass the ball over to Barrientos, number 8. A 4-point lead. Number 3 with a heater. Mahalia Hill. 16-13. Who'll it be for Bowie? Let's see. Number 1. As they pull the libero, Madison Cogburn, number 1 to serve Kirsten Boatman. Good serve taken on the line by Stubblefield. In the middle of Cortez. Stubblefield. Boy, she doesn't have to jump very high. Cortez in the middle. That one just tipped. Point, Lady Vols. 16-14. Number 4, Ashley Belcher, now in the front row. And here's Boatman. She goes to the back row, off the arm of Delgado. They steer it over to the setter, Salinas, and that one hit right in the middle of the net off of Wilson, number 15. 17-14, number 12, Tao Chow into serve. Number 10 at the net, Kiera Granville. And the point goes to Bowie. 17-15, Alexis Baldridge. The libero clears it, Banks. The high push over to Stubblefield. Bowie sets it up. Number 10 just got underneath it, Granville. And that one is good, just inside the line. And Bowie coming back, 17-16. Coach Shay Anderson, the team had a 8-4 lead at one point. Sam Houston winning the first game. Right back as it ricocheted off of the netting. 18-16, Ashley Belcher in. Teresa Frederick on deck, the varsity squad getting ready for Sam Houston. Last attempt. Pushed over by Cole. Waiting for it, number 10, Granville. It is just long. 19-16, Lady Texans. Ashley Belcher. And nobody there. Just beyond the front row and in front of the back. Always had that problem in driver's ed. 19-17. Timeout taken by Sam. Ready for this Bowie serve, Mahalia Hill. Sam Houston leading by 2 as the down official checking the spot that the girls should be in. And they're in the right position. So we'll carry on. Mahalia Hill, about 10 feet beyond the service line. A low liner and the ace. 19-18. Off for the libero, Banks. Stubblefield up and over. Well, a little indecisive. Cole came to the ball, but it was beyond her and in front of Belcher. So I guess the old hesitation play that results in a point for Bowie. That one off the post. And Bowie now in the lead, 20-19. They have made up a lot of points here in the second game. Hard one to handle, but that one off. Another ace. That one off of Chow. 21-19. Guided over by Belcher. Straight up and a dinks off one-hander. New life. Nice move by Wilson. And that one over the head. Was it touched? It went over Salinas. I guess it was. Point Sam. 21-20. It'll be number 2, Taraya Stubblefield. Chance to tie it up. Play by Coffin. Outside. Action from the outside and to the ball. Chow. Bowie answers back. It carries deep. Coffin is there. There's Salinas and off the net. 21 all. Oh, this sport just requires everything. The quickness. You can't lose your vision. It's all about angles. They broke the plane. They went over the top. Also may have made contact. It's a point for Bowie. And Camry Wilson. Outside, Ooh, it's a point for Sam. They're going to cite Bowie with a violation. .22 all. A lot of twos showing. Double deuce, double deuce. Jovita Cortez back in for Sam Houston. She'll play the middle. And here's a Granville serving. There's Cortez, number 15. 23-22, Sam Houston. Big serve here. Timeout, Lady Vols. Back to play, Sam Houston leading and serving by 1. Salinas gets it over. They let it go. And another tie. The Hutchinson Lady squad is here. The volleyball squad for Hutchinson sitting across the way. 23 all as Destiny Salinas serving. Just tipped by Cortez. Was it touched? No. Match point. Number 3, Brittany Cole to launch it. And the Lady Texans win it. Sam Houston in 2. Collects their second district win of the year. Bowie won the first meeting in September. Sam takes the rematch here in mid-October. 25-19, 25-23, the two scores. A celebration for Sam Houston. We break and back with a varsity match on AISD-TV. Tonight from Sam Houston High, a District 3 5A matchup as the Lady Vols of Bowie take on the Lady Texans of Sam Houston. And hi again, everyone. John Nelson, our second meeting of the year. The Lady Texans still looking for their first district victory. As we check the current standings, everyone chasing Martin, Arlington, and North Crowley. The Lady Colts with a one-game lead over those two schools. Lamar will finish at least in the 4th spot and a playoff position for the Lady Vikes and the rest of the members of District 3 5A. Bowie at 3-8. And the starting lineup tonight for head coach Amy Draper, a couple of sophomore, well, 4 to be exact, a junior and 2 seniors. And there is Amy Draper in her 5th year, 18 years overall coaching volleyball. Teresa Frederick, the dean of AISD coaches. 20-plus years for Teresa Frederick. And again, Sam Houston trying to scratch out a district win in the starting lineup for the Lady Texans tonight. 4 seniors and 3 juniors. Kimberly Coop is the libero. By the way, Bowie has collected the most wins right now in school history at 20. A victory tonight would give them 21. Sam Houston and Bowie, we're back with the first serve of our opening game right after this. John Nelson back at Sam Houston, the Lady Vols on the right. Both teams are in blue, but Bowie has the darker blue tops with the black numbers. Sam with red numerals. The two teams split last year. One of those matches went 5 games. Bowie won the first meeting September 21st at Bowie. So here is the rematch. Erica Anderson, number 1. Back deep for the Lady Texans. The JV match just concluded, and Sam Houston defeated Bowie in 2. As the down official are checking the alignments and where the girls should be before the opening whistle. And they're going to pull number 9, Cece Kategby, and it will be Erica Anderson to serve. And here is Anderson's serve, and it results in an ace, and it goes off the shoulder of the Lady Vols number 10, Mariah Thomas. 1-0, Sam Houston. Thomas takes the serve receive, that's Sneed. Up and over and down, and Bowie collects its first point. Paulier Dawkins to serve first. Dawkins averaging a couple of kills a game, and there she is, number 14 of the jump serve. Just got enough of it at the net. Winning out is Anderson, number 1 of Sam Houston. 2-1 Lady Texans. And number 12, Jessica Rios to put it up. Off the net, Sneed able to twist it over. They let it go long, and it results in a point for the Lady Vols. The libero comes out, Caitlin Spruce, in to serve Christine Anusum for Bowie. Tied at 2. The serve receive taken by Siobhan Maxwell. And the lefty, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Boughton from the outside to Kira Boughton. 3-2 Sam Houston. And the senior to serve. Backing away, taking it was Sneed. Outside is Thomas. Deflected, point, Lady Vols. Bria Sneed. Caitlin Spruce, the libero, back in for Bowie. It was long, service error, 4-3 Sam Houston. Number 5, Hannah Kopetsky. Clean serve, taken, backing away, Spruce the libero. Wide of the post. 5-3. Timeout taken by the Lady Vols. We'll keep it here. Only 3 district games left. The by-district playoffs will take place October 29th. The area round, November 1st. Regional quarterfinals, November the 5th. The regional tournament on the 8th of November. And the state tournament this year in Garland starts on November the 15th. Saw head coach Amy Draper, a graduate of Martin. Played at Mississippi State. Teresa Frederick in her 29th year. And there's Anthony Chris, the head football coach at Sam Houston. The Texans will take on Arlington High this week in football play. A two-handed maneuver by Moana from the outside. Number 10 tipped at the net by Cece. And the dig, the dive, all out. Thomas, number 10. The short set by Anderson. And the return is long. 5-4, Sam Houston. And number 10, Mariah Thomas, a sophomore. The serve receive taken by Coop, the libero. Outside, number 23. She dusts them off. Yamia Buana. 5 all. Last touch by CC, number 9. It is 6-5, Bowie. Mariah Thomas with a nice low hard serve taken by Rios on a knee. And the return to CC. Siobhan Maxwell serving for the first time, number 7. Tied at 6. This is the best of 3. They set it up for Dawkins. Oh, that came down hard. Chasing it down, it was Kopetsky, number 5. They tee it up. Soft return by Boana. Sam doing a nice job of getting to it. And that one missed. The attempt by Yamimi Boana. 7-6. Lady Texans, Maxwell. Back row, Thomas. She pushed it. Eight, 6. Taken by Spruce, the libero, and that one will end up behind us in the second row. It's Sam Houston now with a 3-point lead. Substitution Lady Vols, Vanessa Trigo, number 11 in. Trigo, a senior. 9, serving 6. Tipped at the net by Rios. And a net call against Sam Houston. Point Bowie, 9-7. Caitlin Spruce, one of 8 seniors for the Lady Vols. They have 4 juniors, 5 sophomores, and a freshman. And the ace in front of Kopetsky, number 5. 9-8. Spruce didn't get it. (10-8). CC. In the middle for Anusum, and a net call. Point Lady Texans. 11-8. Sam Houston coming off a loss to Lamar last Friday night, and before that a loss to Martin. 11-9 the count. Lady Vols losing to Arlington last week and defeating North Crowley in 3. The serve by Long. Look out below. Boughton leads the team in kills with 76. It is 12-9. Sam Houston, 5 seniors, 6 juniors, and a sophomore. 4 Sneed. Up and over, Boughton. 12-10. Paulier Dawkins. Head coach Amy Draper and her assistant, and some of the others wearing the black t-shirts with a slogan IOJ on the back. We'll get to that in just a minute. 12-11 as the Lady Vols have pulled within 1. Paulier Dawkins took a little bit off of that one. At the net, number 10, Mariah Thomas. 12 all. So Dawkins, the junior, continues to serve, goes down the line, taken waist high by Kopetsky. Cross court and down to Kara Boughton. I wonder who that was sending balls into our scores table earlier in warm-up drills. It was Boughton, number 4. It was target practice over here for a while. 13-12. Here's Thomas. No touch. Jessica Rios with another serve. And not able to get to it in time was Maxwell. 14-13 into serve for Bowie. Christina Newsom, the sophomore, number 4. Taken by Coop. And underneath. Point Bowie. 14 all. And that right in the middle of the netting. In olden days, it would have been a side out. Rally point scoring, a little different matter. 15-14, Sam Houston. 23 almost crowded out Bowana. The high push across for Maxwell. She hammers it down. 16-14. Takira Boughton goes to the corner. On the run, Thomas. In the middle. Number 9, Katabi Cece. Second on the team in kills with 70. And Sam Houston on top by 3. Resuming play, Sam Houston leading by 3. Number 4, Takira Boughton. Set to put it airborne. And she does. The libero, Spruce, outside to Thomas. 17-15. And Bria Sneed runs up, catches it nicely. Coop on the serve receive. The combo block from the outside. Long and Bowana. Here's Thomas. Sam right there to turn it away again. And a two-handed push by Stephanie Long from the outside. 17-16, timeout taken by Teresa Frederick and Sam Houston. Spirit Threads is your one-stop shop for all your AISD high school souvenirs, located at the upper level of the Parks Mall near Sears. AISD-TV is a place to be. Currently running our high school basketball coaches show. We talked to all 12 coaches in the AISD. We'll get a preview of what lies ahead in just a couple of weeks on the basketball scene. So catch that if you can. Pretty good insight of what will happen this upcoming season, at least on paper. Blocked briefly by Bowana. That was over Yamima. Tipped and cleared by Kopetsky. And the reverse set for Bowana, and it's long. 18-16 in favor of Sam Houston. Hannah Kopetsky, a junior to serve. And she goes deep. Taken by Gray. And number 23, Yamima Bowana, sophomore, collects the point. 18-17. Paulier Dawkins checks in. Mariah Thomas. Thomas averaging a couple of blocks per game. Almost got to that one. It's 19-17. Siobhan Maxwell. Taken by Spruce. All the way across to Dawkins. Off the net. Maxwell clears it. And Dawkins denied again. Spruce makes a play on it deep. The set by Coop. Tipped. Almost a double hit. Reaching out was Spruce just to get a hand on it. It's 20-17. Sam Houston yanks Coop, the libero, into serve number 9, junior Katabi Cece. At the net. Point Sam. Boughton was there. 21-17. Cece the lefty. They let it go, but it counts. The Lady Chaparrals of Hutchinson taking this one in. Junior high volleyball season only has another week left. Yanima Buana, sophomore, with a much needed point for Bowie to make it 22-18. Caitlin Spruce. Taken, squatting down Kopetsky. That hit the antenna. 22-19. Spruce goes to the middle. Outside for Boughton. And it goes wide. One off of Vanessa Trigo, number 11. 23-19. Erica Anderson. Erica leads the team in assists with 106. Kimberly Coop is the dig leader this year for Sam with 105. And Teresa Frederick, just to make sure, double checking as the down official says it's A-OK. Eric Anderson. She gets the whistle. Lady Texans 2 points away from winning this first game. The set by Long. Outside, number 14, Paulier Dawkins. Next week, we'll have the Arlington Martin match. This is our last game with our AISD crew. We'll have the City Football Championship in November. That'll be the 8th grade title. That'll take place at Lamar. Game point here for Sam Houston. Maxwell guides it over, letting it go was Sneed, and it just missed. 24-21. Paulier Dawkins, the junior, serving for the Lady Vols. Taken by Coop. Outside of Maxwell. And it goes. May have been deflected at the net by Anusum, And Sam Houston wins the first game 25-21. The two sides will change and back with the first serve of game 2 right after this. IOJ is the slogan for the Lady Vols this year, indicating it's our journey. The one game at a time, the focus just one match at a time this year for Amy Draper's squad. That is their motto. And the Lady Vols serving first to begin game 2, Stephanie Long. Boy, you heard that meet the middle of the palm. That stung. Number 10, Mariah Thomas, off of Takara Boughton. And that left a mark. 1-0. And just like that, Sam ties it up. Erica Anderson. And that one had no chance. 2-1. Mariah Thomas, her first serve of game 2. Nice dive to the floor by Maxwell. Rios got it over. In the middle, partial block. Another attempt. Takara Boughton. There to place it down on the floor. 2-all. Again, the Lady Vols with a 20-13 record. Believed to be the most wins ever at Bowie. Jessica Rios taken on a knee by Spruce. Outside, she didn't get all of it. Dawkins got more of underneath the ball. 3-2. Rios goes deep. Spruce there to make a play. At the net. Point, Sam Houston. It is 4-2. Rios, a floater. Spruce there to receive it. Number 8, Destiny Henderson, freshman. And the Lady Vols to within a point. Henderson comes out, and Caitlin Spruce to serve. Or will she? Bowie is out of position. Point, Sam Houston. I'll double check, but for the moment now, it is 5-3. We'd like to wish our producer, Mr. Spence, a happy birthday today. He remembers when volleyball was a club sport. Spence celebrating a birthday and an anniversary on the same day. Our camera operators, Kurt Ritchie, always getting the good shot. Glenn Higgs, nobody steps in front of him. Vern Cox doesn't take anything off of anybody. Mackenzie Stokes ready at a moment's notice. Our production crew scattered all over the place here. Kurt Ritchie up top. He gets the high shots. He gets the serves. Glenn Higgs operates, at least on this end, for Sam Houston. The team on this side, and Vern Cox, nobody steps in front of him. He's got the other side. Okay, the point goes to Sam. It's 5-3. Tip to Finette. They push it outside for Maxwell. And Sam now leads by 3. Lacing up a shoe was Rios. She's back in position. Boughton serves. Played on top of the line by Maxwell, guided over by Cece. It comes down. That's a hard ball to hit. It's set very high and it comes down. That's just a tough one sometimes to get over that short space. 6-4. Almost an ace. Coop able to get to it. Over the top of CC number 9. 6-5. Bria Sneed serving. And the Lady Vols right now on a 4-2 run. They've tied it up. Bria Sneed, the senior. Ace. It's short hopped in front of Kopetsky. 7-6. Sneed, and that one carries about a foot long. 7-all. Pushed over by Dawkins. And the return. Sam sets it up again. Maxwell and blocked by Long, number 13. Able to get to the space in time. 8-7. Paulier Dawkins. Very high. Just crawled on top of the net for about 8 or 9 feet. Stayed in the Lady Ball end. 8 each. Siobhan Maxwell. Long in the middle. Tipped at the net by Cece. Boy, that one threw everything. She sure looks taller than 5'8". Erica Anderson in the middle is 5'1" for Sam Houston. Soft dink. 9-all. Yamima Bowana. And Cece adds to the team total, 10-9. Katabi Cece. And she missed that one by a couple of feet. Quickly comes out. Stephanie Long. It'll be Boughton. Took just enough off of it. Sometimes you wonder how they can get to the ball in time when it just hangs up in the air. 11-10. That one off the back wall. That took some paint off. 12-10. To Kira Boughton. Blocked briefly by Boughton. In the middle. Oh, number 4. The senior. And on the year, that is her 86th kill. Timeout. Lady Vols. Back at Sam Houston, it's the old AM radio score, 13-10. Lady Texans won the first game 25-21. And Sam Houston serving. Erica Anderson, number 1. At the net. Bowden. I gotta say she's 5'10 and a half. 14-10. Cross court, was it tipped? No touch. (15-10) timeout again taken by the Lady Vols. Well, the football district standings, not many, we're past the halfway point in the football season in District 3 5A. Martin and Bowie tied for first. Arlington and Lamar tied for second. In District 15 4A, Seguin still looking to win a district game. The Cougars are 0-3, 1-5 overall. They play Waxahachie this week. It'll either be Ennis or Lancaster to win that district in 15 4A. And who knows, it could be a Martin-Bowie tie, maybe an Arlington tie with Martin. A log jam before it's all said and done in District 3. Back to play, Anderson with a serve. Ooh, the save right in, so well, she may have gone outside. She did, Rios. 15-11. Mariah Thomas to serve. Number 8 there to meet it, Henderson. Tipped, saved by Sneed, or Spruce. Tipped, and the chase by Spruce. Ran out of room. 16-11. Number 11, Vanessa Trigo in. Last touch in play. Maxwell able to get to it. Over the top. She broke the plane. Bria Sneed broke the plane at the top of the net. 17-11. Inbounds. Henderson. And before it's all said, in district volleyball play, it could be Martin and Arlington tied. And again, they meet next week. Could have a two-way tie for second. Off the net, 2 hits. It's the 18-12 overture. Boughton serving. Look out. We heard the thud. 19-12. Oh. Long collides with Spruce. 20-12. Lady Texans really playing well tonight. To Maxwell. The save by Spruce. Tipped, in position, Anderson. Underneath. 21-12. Right back off the side of the hand of Cece. And that one's short by Bowana. 22-12. Sam won the first game. 25-21 off the two hands of Spruce. Couldn't make a play on it. 23-12. Cleared by Rios. Number 14 on the run, Dawkins. For the match, Sam Houston with 48 points, Bowie with 35. Just got the top quarter of the net. 23-14. That one sailed. I may have missed wide had they let it go. Maxwell there. And a nice play by Trigo. And a little shot in the arm right now for the Lady Vols. 23-15 timeout, Sam Houston. And we're back with Bowie serving. That one ricochets back and forth. Almost hit the bottom of the rafter. Going cross court was Dawkins. And maybe Maxwell was guessing one way, but Dawkins pushed it the other way, 23-16. Off the bottom. Now suddenly a 22-12 lead is now down to 5. And that one long. Game point, Sam Houston. It'll be number 5, Hannah Kopetsky, the junior. Number 9 hammers it through the block, Cece. And Sam Houston has taken the first two games. 25-17, our final. Game 3 coming up next. And just about set for the start of Game 3. Sam Houston on the left, Erica Anderson serving. Here's Bowie's first attack. And it ends up short. 1-0 Sam Houston. Fernando Benavides is the principal here at Sam Houston. We're located just off Sherry Street and Arkansas Lane. These two campuses separated by no more than 3.5 miles. Makes it easy when these two hook up in any sport. Basketball, soccer, football. That return missed. We're tied at 1. Finally got most of the construction done on Arkansas Lane from Sherry all the way to Center Street. cleared by Spruce, the libero. Buana. And Dawkins there with a block. 2-1. Lady Texans leading 2 games to love. They can just maintain what they've got going. Number 4, Boughton, with a bullet. 2-all. Jessica Rios. Nice rally here. Off the top, back down again. That's a good set. Cross court set at the net. Three-two. Dawkins with a nice feed to Thomas. That one off to the hand of Maxwell, 4-2. Amy Draper gave her squad quite a talking to in the corridor right before the start of this match, or this game. Four-three. Gym right now very busy between the basketballers and the volleyball team. Well, all the gyms. Takara Boughton serving. Oh, that's a hard serve to make a play on. Tiffany Barlow, head coach for the Lady Texans in the basketball season. It's 5-4. Anthony Chris just giving us some football information. He won the Chris Bowl this year. First game of the year over in Fort Worth. Five each. Paulier Dawkins not going to make it across. 6'5". Kaylin Gray, junior in. And Hannah Kopetsky to serve. Match going on while this one is taking place between Martin and Lamar. Lamar with 3 district losses and Martin with just 2. Arlington with just 1, 6-all. Took a funny spin. Cece there to make the play on it. She'll be back next year for Sam Houston. Kopetsky also, Anderson. Lady Vols return to Christina Newsom and Thomas, Dawkins. Destiny Henderson. Point Bowie. He played to a 7-7 push. They're going to pull Vanessa Trigo. Stephanie Long to serve. A couple of weeks ago, the Lady Vols played Martin and very easily could have won that opening game. That match went 3. They lost that opening game 25-23 to Martin. The ace goes 9-7. The timeout taken by Sam Houston. 9-7. Bowie leading. Stephanie Long serving for the Lady Vols. She goes down the line, and that one kind of twisted off of Coop, number 3, the libero. 10-7. Sam Houston leading games 2-0. There's another one. Ball should have been handled a little better, 11-7. In the net. Well, they've handled the lead kind of like a bar of soap. It's now 12-7. A 5-point lead for Bowie. Very high. Underneath it is Gray. Outside. Last attempt. Off of number 9, CC. 13-7. May see Coach Chris there in the background. Anthony Chris, the football coach, has on that brand new Texan football cap. Up and down Mariah Thomas. There it is, the new Texan football cap, the classic SH with a red bill. Kathy Britton, assistant principal here at Sam. And they let it go. It results in a Sam Houston point. 14-8. To a knee, Spruce. Softy by Thomas. At the net, right back down to Kara Boughton. (14-9). That's trouble. (15-9). Substitution, Bowie. Paulier Dawkins on the front row. Number 18 to serve. She'll back off a good bit. Bria Sneed. Down the line, wide left. (16-9). Timeout, Sam Houston. And we're back for the Lady Vol serve of Bria Sneed. Oh, went cross court, almost nailed it. 16-10, Eric Anderson. And backing away, making a play on it deep as Sneed. Off the bottom. 17-10. In the corner, Spruce. Setting it up. Dawkins, the junior. (18-10). Not that time, says Boughton, number 4. And if they're ever going to get back in it, it'll have to start now. Jessica Rios. Nobody home. There was a door knock, but nobody answered. 19-11. Maxwell. At the net. Pushed over to Long. It just made contact. Or did it with Spruce? No, it didn't. Somehow avoided the ball. 20-11, Bowie. And that one sails long. Kimberly Coop rushes out. It'll be Takara Boughton. Long almost ran out of room. Short on the delivery. (21-12). In for the Lady Vols, Mariah Thomas. Pushed up high for number 10, Thomas. So Bowie finding their groove here in game 3. With her hand up, Dawkins. Kind of like a ground ball that comes back to the pitcher's mound. You almost always see that pitcher stick out the hand to try to knock it down. Just the instincts. 23-12. Paulier Dawkins, there's the whistle. And it goes long from the outside. 24-12 game point, Lady Vols. And Bowie comes back and collects game 3, 25-12. We'll play 4. And back with game 4 in a minute. Underway, the first serve of game 4. The point total in this match is so close, 63-62 Bowie. That's the total points. Off with the bottom of the knee of Maxwell. Tied at 1 in game 4. And Caitlin Spruce, the libero, the senior, serving for the Lady Vols. Scoots over in the middle. Short. 2-1 Sam. Here's Rios. In the corner it goes. 2-all. Sam getting back in position. Maxwell trying to make the save. 3-2. And the first lead in game 4 for Bowie. Again, Sam won the first 2 games. That one gonna carry wide into the seats. 3-all. Takara Boughton. In for Bowie, Vanessa Trigo, number 11. Off the bottom of the net, also hit the antenna. And here's Paulier Dawkins. 4-3. They let it go. 4-all. Anna Kopetsky. Yamima Buana almost ran out of room. Five, 4, another lead change. Six, 4. Off the net, just impossible to make a play on. You can't guess where that ball is going to end up. 7-4. Same spot. Almost pushed a little wide. Just passing by was Cece. Was Long in the middle trying to surprise Sam. And Long comes over and shares the block with Henderson, number 8. 8-4 the count. And Buana sends it way long. A lot of air underneath that one. Much needed point for Sam. Siobhan Maxwell. Outside into the post. Can't put the brakes on. Last attempt. Off the top. Maxwell. Seven, it'll be Long. out of the corner. Nine, 8. Well, number 7, Gray, was just frozen. Couldn't make a move to the ball. And the Lady Texans have tied it up. Took just enough off of it. It is 10-9. Substitution. Bowie at the outside. Dawkins, number 14. This is Sneed. In front of the service line by a foot and a half. 11-9. Bowie has played 2 matches this year that went to 4 games. They won 1 and they lost 1. Sam has not played a 4-game match this year. And the block by Anusum. 12-9. Bowie beat Pascal in 4, the 2nd district game of the year. Lost to North Crowley in 4. At the time, that made them 1-4. And again, Bowie coming off a 3-game sweep last Friday night to North Crowley. We break 13-9. Lady Vols on top. And we're back. Bowie leading by 4. They took game 3, 25-12. And the net still shaking. 14-9. That one carries wide. All the girls are wearing the same model shoes, all black. I believe they're Asics, but they all have the same shoes, 16-9. And a hot hand of Sneed still serving for Bowie. In the middle. Off the top, still in play. Back down. 17-9. Well, barring a spirited comeback, we may see 5 games. 17-10. Anna Kopetsky about to come out. And number 10, Omina Bolanovic in for the first time. Bolanovic, a junior. And she's there to make the play on the outside. Off of Maxwell, it went off of Anderson. Almost at the same instant, 18-10. Caitlin Spruce. On top of the line, played by Bolanovic. That's the libero, Coop. That's number 4, Boughton. 18-11. Jessica Rios. Reverse set. And the point. Again, we'll have a Martin-Arlington match next week. We've got the 8th grade city football championship coming up in November on AISD-TV. That'll originate from Lamar. 20-11. And we're going to play 5 tonight. And again, currently running the AISD basketball preview show with all 12 coaches. Well, Sam took the first 2 games. The return was not touched. 21-11. And Bowie 3 points away from winning game 4. They let it go, and it just made it. Timeout, Sam Houston. It'll be number 4. Christine Newsom, the sophomore. Return, a clean one by Bowden. Number 14, Paulier Dawkins. Game point. And that one just finds the corner. 24-12, substitution Bowie, Vanessa Trigo. Played on the line by Trigo. Blocked, it carries wide. Tracked down by Spruce. Nice play. And the block. And Bowie wins game 4, 25-12, a short break. And back with game 5 in a minute. It's the long, tall Texan. And the motto for years here at Sam Houston, there are no strangers in the halls of Sam Houston. First opened the doors back in 1963. Different location. And the first one to 15 wins it, provided they do it by 2. Earlier this year on AISD-TV, we had the Lamar Arlington match at Lamar. That went to 5 games, and the Lady Vikings won it. So our second 5-game match here, and Bowie will serve. They're on the right. The point totals for the match: Bowie 88, Sam Houston 74. It'll be Bria Sneed to put it up. Sam won the first 2, then the Lady Vols came right back. They stemmed the tide and took the last 2 games. And again, Bowie won the first meeting this year. The 2 teams split last season. And the first point goes to Bowie. Can't run it down. 1 all. Chase was on, but it's hard to get to. And for the Lady Texans, Erica Anderson will serve. Who wants this fifth game? Off the net. 2-1. Caitlin Spruce serving for Bowie High. Just got over in the net. Rushed to the floor by Maxwell. Tip, block, right back, off of Sneed. And Bowana missed it. 2-all. If Sam wins it, it'll be their first district win of the year. Bowie comes in at 3-8. And the return looks good from here, and it is. Keeping a close eye on that one. Three serving two. Taken by Coop. Oh, these two teams have left everything out there tonight. Lady Vols now lead by 2. Sam won the JV match in 2 games. And a quick timeout taken by Sam Houston. Christina Newsom waiting for the whistle. There it is. Pops it over the net. Off of a Newsom, backing away outside to Dawkins. 5-2. Trying to get to 15 points. Newsom down the line. Played by Maxwell. Almost underneath the bench. Coop. Oh, that's a great save. Reverse set. Yemima Buana. 6-2. Every point so important in a 5th game. Kind of a parachute balloon serve. (6-3). And just the opposite on that one. Paulier Dawkins. Going left hand was Thomas. Kopetsky with a save. Last attempt. Maxwell the first to get to it. And drops it over number 11, Vanessa Trigo. 7-4. Anna Kopetsky. Nobody there. And the return, long, 9-4. And the Lady Vols have rallied back tonight. Again, lost the first 2 games. They lead this 5th game by 5. And if they win it, it'll be the 21st win of the year, a new school record. (9-4), number 23, Yamima Bwana to serve. And the Sam crowd across the way trying to get their team back in this one. The ace, 10-4. That one off of CC. 11-4. This one's slipping away. Number 13 in the match for the first time. Lozic. Anila Lozic, the junior, number 13. And there she is. 12-4. Save in the middle. Outside, that's Thomas. Right back to Bowie. Spin move by Long on the outside. Maxwell delivers. (12-5). And Siobhan Maxwell to serve. No touch, carried long off of Rios. 13-5. Stephanie Long serving for the Lady Vols. They'll insert Christina Newsom. Off the net. In the net, Bowie. Making it happen, Cece, number 9. 13-6. Tabi Cece serving. Two-handed Henderson, not there. 13-7. Missed it. It is match point. Caitlin Spruce will give it to Bria Sneed. Match point. Underneath. And the Lady Vols, trailing 2 games to none, come back. They win it in 5. They go to 4-8. And victory number 21 overall. Lady Texans fall to 0-12. It went 5 and a hard-earned victory tonight for Bowie. Well, that'll do it. Our AISD-TV production crew. Until next time, this is John Nelson saying good night from the campus of Sam Houston.